In our next story, I have some good news for you guys. The federal government has donated 30 million naira to the family of Taiwo Akinkunmi, the man who designed Nigeria's national flag. Now, Pa Akinkunmi, as he was commonly called, passed away at 87 years old on August 30th, 2023. And the Nigerian government decided to honor him for his legacy. Now, the check was presented in Ibadan by the National Orientation Agency officials, Lanre Isa Onilu and Olukemi Afolayan, on behalf of the government. This is Pa Akinkunmi. May his soul rest in peace. And this is the check that that was bestowed upon his family. I'd love to take a look at what social media has to say. Flourish says, now that is good news. It's supposed to be 200 million naira. I agree. They need to write him into the national budget. DND Clone says, the man who did the good job did not enjoy the money. Also, please, Nigerian government, remember pension people too and retired military men and women. Graduate says, medicine after death. Grim. And finally, Diadem had this to say. Appreciating someone like this in his absence is just way too valueless. Where was the FG over this year? This is more like watching a man starve to death and later take food to his grave. It is of no use. I think this really raises the question, should we honor our heroes while they are alive, or should we lay flowers at their grave posthumously? What do you guys think about this, Brian and Veronica? I'm very curious.
Give people their flowers when they are alive.
Absolutely.
My perspective, because at some point the families were waiting on the state government on the state funeral that Pa Taiwo Akinkunmi was supposed to have been given, but that never happened. And saying now that they are receiving 30 million naira, well, it's good for the extended family, but the man who should have benefited because of his effort is gone. So I really don't know why we did this, but I think we should honor people while they are alive. We can immortalize them afterwards, but while they're alive.
Absolutely, absolutely. Always honor people while they're alive, but we like to do things posthumously in Nigeria. A very quick word on Sharia law. Oftentimes, I guess people they have this misconception about maybe Sharia law is about cutting hands, cutting the head, or some of the things you see the Taliban do in Afghanistan and all of those things. Those are not Sharia law. It's actually based on for instance, the Sukuk banking is an offshoot of Sharia law, non-interest banking. I lend you money. It is exact money that I lend you that I will collect back from you without any interest. It collects from those who are wealthy through taxation to ensure that people are rich and all of that. But then in a secular state like Nigeria, it has to be subjected to debate, and then it's also subjected to the rule of law, the constitutional rule of law. Sharia law is actually meant for Muslims. It's not meant for Christians, not meant for anybody. So it shouldn't be a subject of conversation, disagreement and all of that. So
I guess it's also because of Nigeria's past. There's been an incident where in a particular state in the north, some persons witnessed the cutting of hands and all of that based on this same law. So it's subject to debate. It's actually
based on what media is actually saying. But then reading further, you see that it's not all of this. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead now.
Thank you guys for your insightful thoughts as always.